Good day everyone, I am Brazen Joy Salcedo together with my partner. Today we're going to tell you the story about the adventures of Huckleberry Finn. But before we start with the novel, I will first introduce to you the author of the novel. The author of the novel is Mark Twain. He was born on November 30, 1835 on Florida, Missouri, USA, and he died on April 21, 1910. He was an American humorist, journalist, lecturer, and novelist who acquired international fame for his travel narratives, especially The Innocents Abroad. So these are the famous novels written by Mark Twain. First is The Innocents Abroad. It was first created in 1869. The next one is The Roughing It on 1872 and Life of the Mississippi in 1883. And for his adventure stories of boyhood, especially The Adventures of Tom Sawyer on 1876 and The Adventure of Huckleberry Finn on 1885. He was known to be a gifted raconteur, distinctive humorist, and irresistible moralist. He transcended apparent limitations of his origins to become a popular public figure and one of America's best and most beloved writers. So next, I will introduce to you the characters of this story. The first one, we have Huckleberry Finn. Huckleberry Finn is the main character of the novel. The second one is Tom Sawyer. Tom Sawyer is Huck's civilized best friend who enjoys extravagant stories and schemes. The next one is the Judge Dutcher. He is a kindly town judge who watches over Huck's rewards money. The next one is Jim. Jim is known for a runaway slave who joins Huck in his flight down the Mississippi River. The next one is Widow Douglas. So Widow Douglas is a town widow who tries to civilize Huck through kindness and religion. And she has a sister named Miss Watson. So Miss Watson is Widow Douglas' sister who tries to civilize Huck through manners and religion. Another character of this story is Puffin. Puffin is Huck's abusive, drunken father who plots to steal his son's rewards money. The next characters are the Grangerfords. These are the distinguished family who watches over Huck when Huck and Jim are separated. The family maintains a deadly feud with the neighboring shepherd's son. The next one is the Duke. The Duke is the river con man who claims to be the Duke of Bridgewater and takes control of Huck and Jim's raft. The next one is the King. The King is the river con man who claims to be the disappeared heir to the French throne and takes control of Huck and Jim's raft. The next one is Aunt Sally Phelps. Aunt Sally Phelps is Tom Sawyer's aunt, and his uncle is Silas Phelps. The last character of the novel is Aunt Polly. Aunt Polly is Tom Sawyer's aunt and guardian. Now moving on to the book summary of the novel Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. So at the beginning of the novel, the widow Douglas and her sister Miss Watson have taken Huck into their home in order to try and teach him some religion and proper manners. Instead of obeying his guardians, Huck escaped from because he don't want to be civilized. One day, Huck discovers that his father, Puffin, has returned to town. Because Puff has history of violence and drunkenness, Huck is worried about Puff's intentions, especially towards his invested money. Huck's fears are soon realized when Puff kidnaps him and takes him across the Mississippi River to a small cabin off Illinois shore. Although Huck becomes somewhat comfortable with his life, free from the religion and school, Puff's beating becomes too severe, and Huck fakes his own murder and escapes down the Mississippi River using pig's blood. Huck lands a few miles down a Jackson Island, and there he stumbles across Miss Watson's slave, Jim, who has run away for fear because he will be sold down the river. Huck and Jim soon learn that men are coming to search Jackson's Island, and the two fugitives escape down the river on a raft. Jim's plan is to reach the Illinois town to Cairo, and from there, he can take the Ohio River up to Free States. The plan troubles Huck and his conscience. Huck struggles with the concept of slavery, and Jim's freedom continues throughout the novel. Huck and Jim encounter several characters during their flight, including a band of robbers and families who are involved in a bloody feud. The only time that Huck and Jim feel that they are truly free is when they are aboard in a raft. This freedom and tranquility are shattered by the arrival of the Duke and the King, who commandeered the raft and forced Huck and Jim to stop at various river towns in order to perform confidence scams. The scams are harmless until the Duke and the King pose as English brothers and plot to steal a family's entire inheritance. Before the Duke and the King can complete their plan, the real brothers arrived. In the subsequent confusion, Huck and Jim escape and are soon joined by the Duke and the King. Disappointed at their lack of income, the Duke and the King betray Huck and Jim and sell Jim into slavery. When Huck goes to find Jim, he discovers that Jim is being held captive on Silas and Sally Phelps. The Phelps think Huck is their visiting nephew, Tom Sawyer, and Huck easily falls into the role of Tom. Tom Sawyer soon arrives, and after Huck explains Jim's captivity, Tom takes on the guise of his own brother Sid. After dismissing Huck's practical method of escape, a pursuing farmer shoots Tom in the scalp. Because Jim will not leave the injured Tom, Jim is again recaptured and taken back to Phelps' farm. At the farm, Tom reveals his entire scheme to Aunt Sally and Uncle Silas. Readers learn that Miss Watson has passed away and freed Jim in her will, and Tom has been aware of Jim's freedom the entire time. At the end of the novel, Jim is finally set free, and Huck ponders his next adventure away from civilization.
Okay, good morning everyone. Good morning, Mom. Let's proceed to the theme of the story. So the theme of the story was institutionalized racism and explore themes of freedom, civilization, and prejudice. So the settings of the story was in St. Petersburg, Missouri, Mississippi River, Jackson Island, and Polkville. So the point of view of the story was written as a first-person narrative from the point of view of the title character, Huckleberry or Huck Finn. So the quotation of the story was, "Right is right and wrong is wrong, and a body ain't got no business doing wrong when he ain't ignorant and knows better." Okay, the quote says this because Huck makes a difficult personal choice: trust his conscience or trust the rule of law. He makes a decision that he believes is the wrong one because society says so, but we the readers know it to be the right decisions because we know that the rule of the law at that time was wrong.
That ends our discussion. I am Raisin Joy Salcedo with Javin J. Sarahena, and this is Lit 316. Thank you.